Taken out at the very final moment, and that's okay. Clubhouse is a fun matchup to watch. Both these teams are pretty practiced here on Clubhouse. They're probably anticipating only going with Hibana.
Yeah.
He get flashed, but he's on his evil eye for the time being, and he's a dead man. There's no way he's getting out of there. Wreck just storming on in, though. Hot and Cold sends Foxay to bed and tucks him.
Mark with some good use of the cap tile fire or bolts there, not the fire ones, but the smoke. Mint is already on lower than full HP, sitting around 60. Goes for an aggressive peek and gets shut down by Retro. Reciprocity will take the first round, attacking onto Cash, despite the lack of the hard destructing operators. Only having Retro, these small holes are just enough for him.
I'm not entirely. Was that a height joke about Retro?
What? It's a good aggressive play from Mint. He's also going to take out Mark. He's actually having a singular round here as Hot and Cold contributes, taking out Laxing. And there's the last one for Hot as well. A really well put together defense for DarkZero. And, well, the keys were there for Reciprocity. They just couldn't get them to
come down to straight gunfights. Tools and utility now as BC's position is given away. He's going to catch one. Look for two. He has a third lined up. Will he be able to get it? No, he gets pre-fired and swung on by Foxay, but Mint shuts it down, and DarkZero, by virtue of time, what a showing, will be able to take and hold this round.
It's definitely not easy. BC's done a really good job of holding on to this, but Skies just wins the fight outright. Doesn't even need the firebolt.
They've shut off construction as they know the push is going to come through Garage. And Hot and Cold gets a little bit too aggressive. Foxing finds Nyx. He's expecting somebody to push up. He'll shred through one. Look for two, but he can't hit the Hibana. Down below is Hyper. He'll find one. Look for another. Oh, and he gets the down, but he's all on his lonesome. Tossing up the C4. Wait for it. He looks for the last. And it's Hyper with 3 huge kills. DarkZero up 3-1. What a performance. Hits the Nitro Cell with 1 seconds. He sees the Thatcher, and he's going to miss, but BC will swing on out. There's one from Nyx as he takes off Mark. BC still in the corner. Skies is at full HP. One drop from Hyper. He doesn't have the cardiac sensor out. He doesn't have a C4, so it's all just going to be a gun. And now the first person to die last time is going to be the last person to die this time. Was he expecting somebody by that window?
Just missed. That's my guess, flat out.
Yeah. Well, Skies won't. Goodbye, Nyx. You've got Mint playing tight around the corner. Oh, he tosses out the smoke. Does it go off in time is the real question. Mark finds the kill, and down goes the bandit now of Hot and Cold as Retro is there. He's got the angle if he needs it. BC finds Skies traded out immediately, and it's all once again on Hyper. Member of Reciprocity who just needs to hold the stairs, and it should be Retro to clean up, but Hyper wins that one. The body will absorb most of these bullets. He'll have to find his way on back. He knows there's one, but he's not getting through the doorway, and Mark will hold that one down. Smoke blood in the water, and Mark the Shark, of course, has a good nose for it. Reciprocity will win their second round on attack, and it'll be a 4-2 score.
Really work pretty well.
They hacked a drone, so it's very likely they could have gotten it. Oh, this is a shot from Nyx here on the Retro.
Doesn't even need the fireball. He's just going to go for straight shots to the foot.
Tap, tap, tap.
That's some really bad positioning there from Retro, and it costs his team. Luckily, he's Jaeger. He's placed his ADSs, but also, unluckily, he's Jaeger. He's one of the most powerful fraggers on the defense, and he's gone.
He's got the best gun on defense now, too, if you look at this lineup.
Yeah, the Alda not being brought out here, so no competition, really.
With that, have also you likely just taken blue control, unless somebody's gone over for the time being. Hyper's position has been spotted. Down goes Skies looking for another. There you go. Oh, it's a flurry with Min, Hyper, and Nyx all getting in on the action. And 5-2 for DarkZero as they win their very first attack with just solely the Hibana. Just as wrecked.
Shoot the C4, and it will get one of the Candelas. That's actually huge, as now Laxing is able to take the fight to Mint and win it. There goes your Ying. Retro also contributes, but Hyper gets the refrag. As he's pushing in, it's going to be from Dirt Tunnel that Hodden contributes, and it's a plant from Hyper. This is a beautiful pinch from DZ. Just one alive, and it's Mark. Can he deny the plant? It doesn't seem likely, and it'll be Hodden to win it out.
Jim, and he's going for broke, trying to take out the Clash from behind. But every team is just going to be losing. Cancer's going to hit Mint directly on, and down goes Hyper to Skies. Oh, beautiful shot from Skies. And 3 for Skies. How is he pulling this off? It's all up to Hot and Cold to try to clutch. This is going to be a real challenge. Waiting to see if he's going to get peeked, and it's Skies all the way down. What a performance from Skies. And Wreck will take the round.
I was about to start talking about how it's just taking a time, and there's the down, and it was actually from the little hole that was made in the wall. Oh, another one for Mint as he downs the Clash. The Clash. Beautiful job there. Hyper will finish him off.
From the toxic canister, and well, he's going to have to be very wary of where he goes. Retro finds Hot and Cold, and if the plant goes down, you could have the Bandit possibly be locked out. But Mint is backing up. This is falling apart now for DZ. They had perfect control. Laxing and Retro left. If Retro can push on out, he could be a big difference maker here, but he gets shut down, and it's Laxing in a contest with Hyper, and that'll be it. They'll muster one win on defense, but Rec ultimately falling short, despite some pretty clever bans. And through the first half, no matter what happens.
-2 on the Heart Destructor out of 3 on Clubhouse, no less. A lot of contribution coming from...
Now we have an interview ready with Nick, so we'll bring it up, and we'll talk to him about that matchup against Team Reciprocity. Hello, Nix. Congratulations on your victory today.
Thanks, Thumperr.
Now, first question. Were you expecting them to ban Maverick?
So with Reciprocity, their bans are sometimes all over the place. So we knew that they banned Maverick in the past. So we knew it was a possibility. We weren't really sure because going into the match, obviously we knew we were going to ban Thermite. So we didn't know if they were going to, do that to themselves since they were starting attack. But we had an idea that they might, yeah.
So you prepared for the Thermite ban, obviously. How much did your strategy change up? Obviously, don't give away all of your secrets. How much did your strategy change up if they had have banned a Maverick versus if they had to ban something else? And if they hadn't banned Maverick, were you expecting maybe a Monty ban? What else were you expecting them to possibly ban on attack if not Maverick?
Yeah, so the Montaigne ban was a really obvious one because Reciprocity has shown in the past to not like Montaigne, and obviously we have Mint who's really, really, really good on shields. So we talked about that, but our plan was, just going into it, if they did ban the Maverick, we were going to just kind of abuse the Montaigne or abuse meta ops. We even pulled out a Ying one round, and I think the attacks worked pretty well. So,
what was the idea with the Ying? Because I don't think we really got to see exactly what you were expecting out of the Ying in blue. Was it hot drop, paralyze the back of Arsenal? What was the point?
So with the Ying, we were basically going for an armory take, and we thought that if we could clear all their ADSs, we could stun all of the guys in the back and make him kind of jump down and get some kills, and maybe go for a plant because they seem to play more towards the church side of the map rather than playing towards armory. So that round was definitely chaotic for sure.
It was. You had 3 bodies that dropped blue, and it was Hyper who ended up being the king of the hill at the end of it all. Now, You've spent 7 play days with Hyper adjusting to this team. What's the one thing, and I just want one thing, that's it, that you're going to focus on between now and Raleigh that you've assessed is the biggest area of improvement for your team?
I would definitely say communication and how we deal with calls, how we react to calls, and the certain things that we call out. I think that's a big area of improvement for us.
Well, you've shared a couple times your team comms on your team's Twitter, and they've been very interesting to watch. So I'm sure we'll probably get another, especially after Hyper's big 3K clutch in Lounge. Anything to say to the fans, etc., before the end of the interview?
You just want to say thank you to all the DarkZero supporters. We've been putting a lot of work in as a team, and we're really happy with our current success for first place NA to finish the first half, and we're just going to keep all this energy and hopefully have a strong performance at Raleigh.
And no matter what happens, you will finish first in North America through these 7 play days. Congratulations, and we'll see you in a couple weeks in Raleigh.
Thanks, Thumperr.